Today we're going to be tying the Uni Knot. Very simple knot. You're going to pass your line. It doesn't matter whether you pass it through the top or the bottom of the eye. We're going to leave our tag in here. We're going to make our loop this way. Then I'm going to pinch this, and all I'm going to do is make a loop around this way, and then I'm going to pinch that. So now I have my two lines. My tail or tag line makes a loop, and then I'm going to pass this through 5 to 7 times depending upon my line thickness. For a 20-pound test, I normally do 5 to 6. Once you've passed it through, you're going to pull your tag end, and you notice I'm cinching the knot up by hand. That keeps it loose, but it allows me to pull in any additional, because I do not want it to get cinched in yet. Once I have this, I'm going to wet it. I'm going to pull my knot down. I've still not tightened it yet. Pull my knot down. Then, this is where my forceps come in. I'm going to grab that tag end line, and I'm going to hold it away, and then I'm going to pull that hook. As I pull that hook, you notice it starts setting the knot. Once again, I don't want it totally set yet. I'm going to keep sliding it down. That way I'm not abrading, stretching, or kinking the line. Once I have it down, I'm going to wet it a second time. Again, it's the hands. Don't worry, it's just the hands. I'm going to hook my hook. If you've got a hook knot puller, that works even better. I'm going to pull that tight, tighten it. Snip off my tip, my tail, and there you have the Uni Knot. This knot as well can be used to attach two lines together. I have my two lines. Line 1, I'm going to make a loop. Boom. Line 2, I'm going to pass through that loop, and I'm going to make a loop, and I'm going to hold that together. I want to make my secondary loop with my tag or tail line, and I'm going to hold that right against these other two, so it's buttressed up. I'm going to do my turns through here. Again, depending upon the line, I'll probably use 6 to 7. I will then hold the tag end, pull this down a little bit, then tighten my tag end, just work it down. I want to slowly tighten that knot. I don't want to tighten it up here and have it kink, abrade, or burn my line coming down. Remember, I've not wetted it yet. Now it's just secure, but not tightened. Now I can go to my second line, which remember is still passed through this loop that I made. And I do the same procedure. I hold it, take my tag in, make my loop, secure the loop here with the other two, boom. So now I've got that. My main line is here. I've just secured my leader, vice versa. I pass my loop, I pass my line, my tail or tag line through that loop that I made. Believe me, it's much easier than it's looking because I have trouble with my hands. Now I can just pull that tight there. Snug, I'm not tightening it. hang on to the knot, pull it down. So I've got about an equal number or an equal space between those two knots and the loops. I will then wet that and then evenly pull both down until they buttress. Pull my tags, pull it tight, and there you go. I'd snip my tips off, and you now connected your main line to your leader. It's not going anywhere, so long as you do not burn, stretch, or abrade those lines when tying the knot. Let's look at this in real-world application. We have our leader material. See here? See how that's kinked? I do not want to use that. Anytime you have an abraded, stretched, twerky line, anything like that, the thing you're going to do is you're going to clip that line, leaving enough space in between that you're not adding, you're making sure that all of that's gone. You're going to take that cut line, you're going to secure it somewhere and dispose of it properly. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is pass my leader material through the eye of the hook. Boom. Give myself plenty of tag line. I'm now going to hold that. I'm going to make my second loop using the tag line, not the main line, or the leader line. Then I'm going to hold that in place. Come here, you. So now I have my tag line going through the hook eye, out. I make my loop. I'm holding it. This and the initial tag line is still held together. I'm then going to wrap it 5 times. In this case, I'm using a 20-pound test, so this will be 6 to 7 times. Come on. Once I've got my 7 wraps or so done, I'm simply going to, once again, evenly between my leader and my tail, snug this down, snug it, not tighten it, okay? I would then wet it. Then I would use, I use a hook puller. A hook puller looks something like this. It allows me to grab onto that. I can then hold it. And I've got that hook under control. I'm simply going to tighten this. As I tighten this, I'm going to tighten my tag line as well till I get it down to here. I'm going to slide that knot down. I don't want to manually, I want to be able to pull it down. That again helps prevent any burning or twisting of the line. I'll wet it a second time, pull it tight, snip off my excess tail, and there you go. Uni knot. Again, what I like to do with mine is I will pull this back. I'll put a little heat bead on it. All right. Make sure that heat bead stays away from your main line. You don't want to burn that. Then I would put a kicker, a flipper, a piece of anti-tangle. here. As I get older, between the nerve damage and everything else, the bad eyesight, I start to worry about my ability to do my craft properly. There we go. That keeps all of that nice and neat. You don't even have to have it this long. I'd probably have it about so long. But that's the Uni Knot.